With just 2 practices remaining before Coach Fangio and this Broncos staff trim this 80-man roster down to 53 for the 2020 season, we saw a few bubble guys get some reps with the ones today, such as Isang Bassi, who got reps with the first nickel group. Hello everyone and welcome back for another edition of Training Camp Tonight, powered by Ford. Day 15 featured a full padded practice with a mix of team, 7-on-7, and special team drills. As far as the injury report goes, wide receiver Juwan Winfrey was back for individual drills today. Cornerback Michael Ojemudia, safety Elijah Holder, and wideout KJ Hamler worked out on the sidelines in pads, while Von Miller, Bradley Chubb, and Graham Glasgow did not take part in practice today. Let's check in with Coach Fangio for the latest news on those guys, why Bassi was thrown in with the ones, and how this team is making the most of this abbreviated training camp.
Vaughn just had basically a vet day today. I gave him the day off. Chubb's the same. He's getting better. He'll be back out there soon.
And then you had some guys back, the rookies, Hamlin, Ojemudia, and then Holder.
Yeah, they went through practice on a limited basis, did some individual. It's kind of the natural progression.
It was obvious today that Isang Bassi maybe is now in the mix. What can you say about him?
Yeah, I just decided today, actually last night, but didn't tell him, as soon as we started the teamwork or when we first drills, for him to take the reps with the first nickel as the nickel. And it was more of a test for him. It wasn't a move or anything, and just to see how he reacted.
What have you learned about your team through how it's functioning through this altered environment that maybe you wouldn't learn in a normal year?
Well, I think they've accepted the challenge that we need to feel the urgency and have the focus to make the most of this shortened camp and be ready for the regular season as much as we can be. But with these guys, as I have and everybody else has accepted it, you can't change what you can't change and just move on.
Jerry Atashu's emergence in the pass rush last year, how are you looking for him to continue that this year behind Vaughn and Bradley Chubb?
The same, he's just hopefully, he came in midstream, 5th week of the season last year and did a nice job for us. We expect him to be even better this year.
Well, a couple of guys who have not just accepted these circumstances, but have truly thrived under them include a guy that Coach Fangio just mentioned, outside linebacker Malik Reed, and of course, Pro Bowl running back Phillip Lindsay. The two of them met with the media after practice today to share what their mentality has been throughout training camp and what it is heading into the 2020 season.
Like I said, last year, like I said, each week was like, from the preseason going into the year, making the team and everything, I count it as a blessing. And still being in this position, I count it as a blessing as well. I thank God for it all, because without him, I wouldn't be here right now. So I continue to, take what I've learned and take, the path that, that I've been on and continue to, drive and push forward.
Are we making a bigger deal about who starts, who has the most touches, all of that? Is it even something that you think about or that is coming up at all?
No, I mean, look, the thing is this. It is what it is. I can't control any of that. I told you before, I can't control putting myself in the game. I can't control starting. Like I said, my rookie year, I wasn't even supposed to play the first game. I ended up carrying the ball 17, 18 times. So it's just about going out there and doing my part. Melvin has to do his part. I have to do my part, no matter what. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm going to make sure I handle my business.
Phil, without preseason, what's it going to be like in week one, getting hit for the first time for an extended period of time? And does that help the offense?
I think it affects both sides of the ball. It affects the offense because if you haven't been hit and you haven't been as physical, it's a shocker. That's when you have your fumbles, and that's why you're not as focused when you're catching the ball. For defense, I feel like it's a lot harder because you haven't really tackled that much. So in this first game, it's going to be whoever can make tackles and break tackles is going to win this game.
With the shortened training camp and no preseason games as we head to break, I will leave you with former Broncos wide receiver Rod Smith explaining to Steve Atwater what some of the downsides might be to having no live reps.
Trust me, these guys are feeling good right now. Wait till week one. Oh yeah.
The intensity they not hitting this year to try to save and salvage some body parts right now.
Yeah, and like, how difficult would that have been for you to start a regular season game, knowing that there's a bump, I think, from preseason to regular season?
Man, it's gonna be very, very different. I was somebody was asking me about it. What do you think about no preseason game? What do you think about? I said, listen, the first week of NFL football is gonna be horrible. On offense. On offense.
Right. Okay.
Because offense is a timing.
Yeah.
And it's hard to get that timing in practice. You don't go one-on-one with Vaughn in practice. The tackle can get his feet together and all that stuff, but Vaughn ain't giving him what he finna give this guy for Tennessee.
Yeah.
He's not, I
don't know. He be putting it in out there.
Now he on the whole nother level. But he ain't. But the quarterback know he ain't finna get hit in the face.
Yeah.
And you see how Vaughn hit some people in the face. You see how Chubb did his first year or two in the league when he wasn't hurt. Man, we got some guys that are hungry to put some wood on somebody, and they can't. So the defensive wise, the fines might go up on defense, and the turnovers gonna go up on offense. That's my prediction. Not for us, for the other 31 teams.